backstage wrestling. He need to get me right.
Oh my God. Hello. Wow. Hey, good. Welcome to the #1 Death Care podcast out there.
What is wrong?
Something's wrong with him. Hey, man, you've reached Till Death Do Us Part, the podcast. Hey, look, we got a great show for you today. We're just excited to be here. It's Monday. It is Monday. And Monday is Monday Eve.
Get in like Kobe. Come on in. Come on, PayPal. Come at dinner time.
Oh, you sound just like
I know he's all wild. Come on, y'all. I wanted this Monday.
What up, y'all?
Hey, what's going on? Look, we here. Look, I'm Mike Hamlar, your host in VA. Hey, Charmaine Brown I don't know what's going on with her. Somebody gave her something. Because she is on fire.
Some tea and a donut. I'm over here being an anti-tech girl tonight.
I know that's right. Hey, look, we're going to go around and do a little small introduction and we're going to hit right to it. All right, ladies first. Tiffany's working.
I'm Charmaine. Welcome, the mother. Woo! He said small.
Hi, y'all.
small.
Might be putting up what she had today. She on
the princess.
I'm at work still, so I'll be back.
She on one.
Right. She working hard for her money.
She got a mute.
She working hard for her money.
Yes. I
All right,
deserve a raise again. I need another raise.
Oh my God. She talking to the wrong ones then.
What's up, everybody? Glad to be here tonight. We don't know what we talk about tonight, but we're gonna act like we do.
Wendal never knows what he's talking about, even with the title.
Yeah.
But we glad to be in here.
Yeah, we in the house.
The service. Oh.
We are in the house. All right, War.
We made it out the chat.
War are his initials.
War are my initials.
Yeah, Bob just said, he's been the Pope, he's been the saint, he's been everything.
He's been something different every week.
Now he's going to war.
Don't play because it might be something else by halfway through. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
As of right now, is don't use FedEx because FedEx is terrible. But that's we'll tell that story later on. Welcome everyone. How y'all doing?
Hey, girl.
I don't have no topic to give you, Wendal, because we ain't had one, so.
Yeah, so
we are taking all questions.
Yep. So tonight's gonna be a Q&A and we just gonna make it work.
Okay.
So,
well, wait,
you know what tonight's topic should be?
What?
Our topic tonight should be, is Mitch McConnell really dead?
Oh my God.
Did you see the AI video of him sitting in the bed? Hey, what's up, Miss Sharon Whitfield Hawkins?
Miss Sharon.
Keisha Brown in the house. Good evening to you. Bernini Mason, what's up? Vanessa W, good evening to you. Look, Keisha Brown says, speak on FedEx. Woo, child, let me tell you. Woo, child. Let me go and put this disclaimer up. Hey, so here's the disclaimer. The views of this podcast are those only of individuals and not any firm, organization, or anything else that we may represent. But it's just us 5, 6. Adrian's at a WWE match, so he'll be in and out, I guess.
So what is he doing there?
He's not actually fighting. He's not actually fighting.
He's not one of the midget. He's not one of the midget wrestlers.
Oompa, loompa, doopity doo. I have a nigga waiting for you.
Get it! Cut! Cut!
Yeah.
Hey, man, that will never get old.
Never.
It will never get old.
Never get old, man.
He's not fighting in the WWE.
I needed that laugh tonight. I really did.
My God, today.
People log on a minute with a whole lot of background noise.
Yeah. You got the tickets? Who got the tickets? I told you I got them.
Hey, Miss Danita.
Miss Mason said never. It would never get old. Keisha Brown never. It would never. We gotta play that at least once a month. We're gonna play that, so it's all in there. It is all in there.
Danita, I just got the phone with her. She jumped on.
Yeah.
I got the Mom, Auntie, I got you. I'm gonna respond. I'm terrible at messages. But she didn't text me for 3-4 days straight and I didn't missed it. So she about to fight me later. But
get him.
I do want to take this moment and kind of dedicate this show to Wendal's dad. Wendal lost his father this week, and he is on with us this week. Brother Weldon raised a great son, and we love you.
Absolutely.
He all right sometimes. Sometimes he ain't.
But that son of his.
Yeah.
The father was a good guy, but that son of his.
Their father was a good guy. Yeah, but we do want to just want to say that we praying for you. We stand with you.
Appreciate your father. Look, y'all been with me the whole road, even before last Tuesday. So appreciate you.
Yeah. But now back to the craziness. Can we talk briefly about FedEx? Let me just talk briefly about FedEx. Did you get a disclaimer?
I gave the disclaimer. Before we do that, before we move to the FedEx, just hold on one second. I do want to share this. Make sure everybody has it. It's the flyer for Wendal's father that they put together. I wanted to put that up just, to honor him. And like I said, Wendal, we all here for you, man. We praying for you.
Thank you, Auntie.
We gonna be there for you at the funeral.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure
that I'm grieving. GREEVE.
Yeah.
I'm grieving too. I need a
I'm coming to the funeral as long as Walmart didn't make the chicken.
Walmart.
Yeah, but
Walmart chicken be hard to take your caps off.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you.
But here's the information for those. I know you got friends all over the world, man. So they want to know when services are, how they can get in touch with the family, send condolences. So here's the flyer. You see it. Service will be, they have a visitation on Sunday, July the 19th, 2026 from 3 to 6 p.m. at St. John Baptist Church. And that's in Stony Creek, Virginia. You see the address. And then a celebration of life on Monday, July the 20th, 2026, 12 noon, Mount Olivet Baptist Church, 800 Augusta Avenue in Petersburg, Virginia. All right, so condolences may be forwarded to Johnson M. Johnson and Son, Funeral Home 530 South Sycamore Street.
Johnson.
I'm sorry. Look, y'all know I can't see. It's 530 Sycamore Street.
I don't know why who elected you to read the church announcements.
Like you do sound like you read them on Sunday mornings. Please
govern yourselves accordingly.
Yeah, so there you go. So we do want to honor Deacon Givens there. He fought the good fight. So
yes, he did.
Boy, he did. Yes, he
and
did.
we can share the hotel link on our page.
I want to say thank you to all of you guys and even our other funeral director friends that are on tonight. People always say, why do you go to this convention and why do you go to this? These people showed up and we appreciate y'all. And thank y'all for just being so nice. People have just sent cards and letters and telegrams.
Lasagnas.
All kind of food.
Yeah, all kind of food.
Go eat.
And liquor. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you.
That'll keep you sane for the week.
Yeah.
I'm glad I live close enough to get an Uber.
That's right.
I got today.
Yeah. All right. Okay, War. What you got with FedEx, bro?
So every once in a while, I love a good Temu purchase.
Okay.
Temu, Shein, they look out for the bigger people like me.
I'm the Shein queen.
They look out for the bigger people like me. So my wife and I, we just moved. We moved into a new house.
All right.
And there's 2 living spaces. And so we put a couch and a love chair upstairs in our loft area, and we needed a new couch. I ordered a couch from Temu.
I don't know why you did that.
A whole
Did it come the size of your
whole
drinking
couch.
cup?
So I know that the couch is good size because it didn't tell me how much it weighed. The issue is when the couch got to FedEx. FedEx has had this couch all over the 804. You hear me?
Miss Couch.
Miss Couch has been all over the 804. You hear me?
That's her name.
I said, if a couch is 300 pounds, they're not going to be able to leave it at the house because it might rain or weathers. I said, hold it at the facility. I'll come get it. Go to the facility. The guy's like, well, they don't drop off heavy stuff here, so I don't know why they would told you that. I was like, well, obviously they didn't tell you. They didn't tell me either. So I go to the hub because the guy tells me go be at the hub at 4 o'clock to get your couch. I sat at the hub for an hour and a half.
Okay.
Waiting for the driver to get there. The driver never shows up. They don't know what truck it's on. They don't know where the truck is. I said, y'all operating like Spirit Airlines. This whole operation is incompetent.
I think I'm taking Spirit to Tampa. I think.
Yeah, you ain't gonna come there. You ain't gonna get there. Because if you get on Spirit, you ain't gonna get nowhere.
Oh, speaking of, today's your last day to register.
Yes.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't a 5 o'clock deadline.
So who gonna let me borrow some money?
So where is your couch? Where is the couch?
The couch is somewhere in the 804. Miss Couch is somewhere gallivanting all over Highway 95.
My gosh.
They told me to be there at 9 a.m. in the morning, and Miss Couch ought to be there to meet me.
So how you gonna get it on a truck or something? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna put it in the back of this van.
You can put it in the hearse. Go pick it up in the hearse. They're gonna be like, "What the?"
But it's like the incompetence. So the girl who was helping me, she didn't even know the hours of operation.
Okay.
And it was just like this is ridiculous. I just want to pick up what I have bought. This couch that made it all the way across the highways and the byways and the seas and the oceans.
Especially coming through all them storms.
To get to Richmond and get lost in trucks that y'all own.
So I got a question with Temu and Shein. Have they done like Amazon and have ports here, as in the distributors?
Yeah, they got some local.
Yeah, they have distributors here now.
Oh.
They got local distributors, but yeah, I guess my couch is.
Well, you have my condolences in the loss of your couch.
It's gonna be sitting on the floor.
I sure hope you're fine.
Hey, Alexandria Scott. What's up, Battle?
Hey, Battle.
So literally, the country is mourning. Well, half the country is mourning.
Half the country is half. Is it half?
Half the country is mourning Lindsey Graham's passing.
Prayers for the family.
Prayers for his family. Sorrows, prayers. A lot of folks are like, I don't really care.
People are ruthless, man. This has gotten bad.
It's gotten really bad. Someone has lost their life, so we are praying for his sister. He wasn't married. We're praying for his sister.
Somebody said his sister was appointed to be the senator.
He was. She was appointed to finish out his term until January.
Yeah.
By presidential suggestion.
So we're praying for the family.
I don't get into the ticks. I don't get into the ticks. And
he wasn't married because he was the wife, but that's another story for another time.
So would I be really off the wall if I said who are y'all talking about? Because I don't even know who that is.
You haven't watched TV today. You've been in the funeral home all day.
I have not. I don't. I know nothing.
No, but I don't get into the ticks. However, people need to realize these folks are old.
Oh.
These folks are old. Yeah. That's what people need to realize. They're old. Especially what's the other one that went missing for a couple of days in the
Mitch McConnell. Now I know, but is he? But did he die? Because I've seen posts talking about he died.
He's still holding on.
He's on brain dead. I think he on brain dead or he on life support.
No, he brain dead and on the phone. He brain dead and he done talked to some guy that was on one of them news outlets.
I said, get him on FaceTime. I need a real video. I need a real video.
Tell him to call me. The ticks, though. And it's a lot going on. The other guy just came back from Iran. Yes. And was a lot of people in favor of his policy. Yeah, so he done drunk the wrong water, just like these new parasites.
Oh, I did see that. He was a younger guy. Like
He wasn't that much younger.
He was born in like in the 60s or 50s, so he was younger.
All Rise, the WWE champion.
Oh, he's here. He's here.
What I thought he had a zoot suit on.
A what suit?
That's crazy.
Only you think about freaking stuff on.
Also, by the way, and no, that case with the boy from the island, that went with a whole bunch of those white kids and
what's up?
Did you see that Kaepernick's so his foundation picked up that independent autopsy.
Yeah,
he did. So they retained Ben Crump as the attorney.
Fuel expenses.
Yeah.
So someone else has donated something too.
Ben Crump's the attorney, and then
somebody else.
Colin Kaepernick did the second independent autopsy.
Byron Allen, he donated $100,000 to the GoFundMe. But I'm just like, the silence is deafening. The silence is really deafening because we got black faces that are like
the great people of Mississippi has asked that you not jump to conclusions.
The great people of Mississippi.
Yes, they said don't jump to conclusions. Don't make it about race. This was a natural death, is what they're saying.
Well, drowning is a natural death. Anyway.
The good thing is that Kaepernick's foundation has picked up to do the private autopsy and let them be the judge of determining how that turns out. And I always say that because for those of our listeners who don't know, last year at our national convention, Kaepernick was our keynote speaker, and he let us know about the foundation that he now has, which he is there free of charge to the families, doing independent autopsies for cases where it is deemed as natural, but the circumstances don't seem as that. So hence the reason I mentioned it.
In other words, somebody lying.
Came around the funeral service in a way.
Well, see, this is the thing. I don't have a doubt. I don't have a doubt that he drowned. I do think that he drowned.
What enhanced the drowning?
But how did he drown?
Why did he drown?
I think that the problem is that they left him there.
And everyone returned home except him.
Everyone came back like, oh, we haven't seen him.
But this is the thing. Not only did everyone return back, y'all got back and start washing and cleaning and sterilizing the boat when you got back too.
And you also erased all of the messages off his phone.
And erased all the messages off his phone, exactly. So your ass finna get in trouble, regardless.
When we actually stand up and start enacting street justice, it's gonna be rough. And I think we as a people are starting to get to that place where it's just gonna be like, all right, no, don't you even worry about going to court anymore.
Yeah, but we won't win that battle.
No.
I don't know. They won at Jay-Z last night.
You say what?
What time did he actually come out?
I think about 10, 11 o'clock, man. That concert went over to about almost 3.
That's crazy.
They were there at 2:30 partying. They were still.
The concert was over. It was like 6 hours.
Where was
a 6-hour concert? I'm old.
So what they did was they did the concert and they did the after party all in one thing.
Oh, okay.
So like people didn't have to leave the arena. They just had the DJ. As soon as the show was over, the DJ started rocking.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. I know some people from here that went, and it was wild.
That was in New York. It was in New York.
And
Yankee Stadium.
Look, the Who, he had to stay to Yankee Stadium. The Who's Who was there though. Them boys, everybody came out. It was dope.
Usher and Chris Brown were in DC, right? That was Friday.
Well, Usher was there.
Usher came out, yeah.
Well, they had. Then he's going to be in Charlotte this weekend, I believe. Charlotte show.
Yeah, I'm taking my son to the T.I. concert on Sunday.
Yeah, he was here Thursday.
Is that child appropriate?
It's gonna be.
With all due respect, I mean, outside of the Cardi B's and the Megan Thee Stallions
and the scammers.
And Rod Wave, I wouldn't take my kid to Rod Wave. That fool music had you ready to kill your damn self. I ain't lying. I can't do it. I'm not taking my kids to Rod Wave. I can't do
What's
it.
crazy?
Everybody in there crying and shit. I can't do it.
What's crazy is, so I'm a part of the Dorsey convention, so we're gonna be in Birmingham at convention in a few weeks at the same time that Usher and Chris Brown are supposed to be in Birmingham.
Oh wow! Okay.
So we are going to be in half of the convention center, right across the street from the concert. So on all these calls,
who autograph you want, Usher or Chris Brown's?
Neither one, because I'm finna be working. But they had already told the Saints. They said, "Listen, y'all, please, ma'am, please, sir, get your room, and don't let us catch you at that concert. We got service."
What night is the concert? Ain't nobody gonna be at service.
All the first ladies gonna be trying to eat a cherry.
Yep.
Oh God.
I don't care about Usher. I need Chris Brown.
All the first ladies.
That's trying to rob the cradle.
Y'all see that chick who was married at the last Chris Brown concert. Her husband filed for divorce.
Oh man,
they might as well. They might as well have been naked, boy. He raped the hell out of her on that stage.
I'm risking it all. I'm risking it all for Chris Brown.
Well, you ain't got the risk none. You ain't married.
I know, right?
First.
Look, Keisha Brown said Jay-Z came out at 12:30, but I do want to go back to the young man in Mississippi. But before I forget, I do want to offer condolences. We had a young man here in Roanoke, or Salem, Virginia, technically, 12 years old, went for a procedure, never came out.
Wow.
He went for a dental procedure, and he was rushed to the hospital and didn't make it. So, thoughts and prayers and everything to that family here. His service is tomorrow. It's just a terrible thing for Lil Walt. My son knows him, and he told me about the time they went to the fair 2 years ago. It's amazing what kids remember, and the just the interactions that they have. And I mean, he'll be forever 12.
Yeah, and that's crazy too. I could piggyback off you with that one. One of my contracts that I have here, they have a case. It was last week that it happened. A 12-year-old young man as well, and he went, and I don't know if he went to crank the car up for one of his parents. However, put the car in gear and ran into a concrete wall. And it ejected him from the car, and he'll be 12 forever.
Crazy.
So Mike,
it's sad, man.
I didn't say it's like allergic to anesthesia or.
So it's a pending investigation. We all know how that goes. So we can kind of talk about that today, because we have the young man in Mississippi. We have the young man here in Salem, Virginia. And what do you do with that, right? What's the process? We kind of touched on this once before in a previous episode. But from what I've heard a lot of different stories. They have retained an attorney. They're not really commenting. But from what I was told, he went in for a dental procedure, anesthesia. They gave him too much, from what I was told. And he never woke up.
Gracious.
We already put our disclaimer up.
With anesthesia. Yeah, you missed two disclaimers.
Oh, okay.
That's the biggest fear with anesthesia.
Yeah.
And that's why some of the anesthesiologists tell you to be transparent with your weight. They supposed to do that anesthesia based on your weight versus certain things. It's how you are set up and how much you can take. Also, even certain medications, everybody can't take the same aspirin. Everybody can't take the same Benadryl. So,
morphine.
When it comes to certain types of medications that comfort your body, everybody can't take certain stuff.
Oh.
Like Nikki's allergic to let's just say a basic Tylenol. So some of the ingredients in certain pills, people are allergic to it. So you have to be careful with that kind of stuff, regardless of what age you are. You have
but like what you said about the what you said about the anesthesia, like you got to think about that. Like in most cases, they are actually using, some of them are using fentanyl or propofol, and anesthesia takes you down to a certain place where you don't feel anything.
Right?
Like there's you're that close to death.
Yeah, you're knocking at the door. Yeah.
So like it's a rough place to be. I know a lot of people who do not want to be put under. Like, give me the laughing gas. try to nerve block me. Like they don't want to be put under to where they that's a risk. And I hate that. I hate that. But this is not the first time that's happened. I think that I heard there was a case like this maybe about 2 or 3 years ago with it was another little boy that went in for a dental procedure, and they tried to bring him out, and he didn't come out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's allegedly what's going on. It's really sad. I don't have all the details. It'll come out hopefully.
But can we tell people about pending death certificates, because I think we've talked about them before, but I need people to understand. I need people to really, really listen and understand, even to the folks that's all the way in the back row.
All the way.
I need y'all to understand. When you have a pending death certificate, these death certificates are pending for a reason. Now, you can certainly try to rush whatever facilities or whatever, usually the medical examiner's office, to try to get you something. But if you want a fairly accurate cause of why your loved one died, please let them take the time that it's going to need to get it done.
And it's not just
unfortunately, Unfortunately, I recognize that it may put you guys back in getting your insurances processed, getting your money that you would not have had if your loved one was still alive. But nonetheless, your insurances or whatever else it is that you need to take care of, it gets pushed back, but it's because they're trying to assess what actually happened here. So be kind to your funeral homes. And stop calling them every 5 to 7 business days, asking them if their loved one's death certificate is final yet. Just know, just know that you will get a call when I have it, because believe me, I want it out of my hands just as much as you want it in yours.
But that also comes from on the business side of things, states need to kind of get with these insurance companies on what information that they need for, if a family is legit needing to know, like, I will not rest until I know how he passed, I get it. But, states now, medical examiner's office, coroners, they're moving so far behind. Like toxicology reports are going on 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
So when you have a widow that's trying to conduct business, and they're waiting on toxicology reports or autopsy reports, like 4 to 6 months can make or break a person, on the business side of things. So that's, like we, Wendal, Mike, and I, we were just at conference and we were talking about having the states do a working copy death certificate. I mean, at least you can say, hey, was this an accidental death or natural death? Because when it comes down to life insurance, was it an accident?
The manner.
Yeah, was it an accident or was it natural causes? And let that be that. But you can still do some business with pending, but even without that pending cause of death, like, there needs to be a better way, because we don't want to rush the medical examiner's office. We don't want to rush the coroners into just saying, "Oh, this is how they died," because that's a permanent decision. That is a very permanent decision. Very little room for mistake there, especially when it comes to the mental.
Right.
When you have cases like this with this boy drowned, like, if they rush and say, you know what, he drowned, that's it. It was an accident. He drowned. That changes the trajectory of a whole case. That changes the parents' outlook on what may have happened, versus them saying, oh, he drowned because he had alcohol in his system, or because somebody may have given him something, or just let them do their job. I know the funeral home, I can speak for me. We work with families to get you as much business as we can get to get you where you need to be. But let them do their good due diligence so they can give you the answer accurately.
Yeah. And Wendal, what were you going to say?
I forgot. I don't know. I was saying, Tiffany was talking about.
Right, you done lost all train of thought.
No, when Tiffanie was talking about the death certificates, and she was talking about how we had to wait because, I mean, we talk about this on several shows, but the waiting period is sometimes 3 to 4 months before toxicology can come back. So, and you know, we have families who want to call us, and then they want to call the medical examiner every week just to see if, you know, the results are back yet. But you gotta give it time to, you know, to get through. It's a process for everything.
And guess what? Don't let it be a baby.
Oh wow, it takes a little bit
A
longer.
living baby. If we've had issues if the baby didn't pass. Like I just had 2 babies. One, the baby was I have a baby now, 3 years old. He's been sick since he was 2 weeks, so that's common. Everything that he's been treated for, they have on the death certificate. So that aligned up. They even still did an autopsy, but still put his causes that they were treating him for on the death certificate. But then I had another baby. The mother went full term, only delivered 2 days before her actual due date. So she was in her time frame. And it appeared that they worked on this baby for maybe 9 hours because the baby was only 9 hours old at the time of death. So in that particular situation, they did place like respiratory on there because they were putting on the death certificate what they were being treated for. So it goes back to adults. Some families will try to tell the doctors what to put on a death certificate, especially veteran families. I've had 2 spouses to come and want me to try to change a cause of death because they're trying to get a check for what the veteran was being treated for, and it needs to be on the death certificate. That's not the funeral home's claim.
Right.
That's the hospital or the doctor's claim. We can't put no cause of death on nothing.
Especially the Agent Orange generation.
You said the Agent Orange generation.
The Agent Orange generation.
Yes. So they want certain stuff on there so that they can continue to get survivor benefits off of stuff that they're being treated for. That's not the funeral home's problem. That's not something that we do. It's bad enough to educated dummies call a funeral home to see if the individual died from. How many times I had y'all think I be playing sometimes, but it had to take more than 3 times for a doctor or a facility to call me and ask me what the person died from for me to get on live and say this is enough.
I get it all the time. Well, I wasn't there at the house. What happened to them? I don't know. I wasn't there either.
We
failed to thrive. They failed to thrive.
Oh God!
look at the cameras.
What we supposed to? How are we supposed to know what they died from? Like, well, how did they die?
When you questioning that, then you need to get.
I'd be like, you need to call the medical examiner's office because they're the one that released it. So you hash that out with them.
Next time
I tell folks you pay for a private autopsy though. And private autopsies here are
Harpo.
$42 and $500.
So in Maryland, I missed that. How much do they run for a private autopsy in Maryland? Just
depending on who you get, is maybe 2 to 3 different people that I know.
So it's like $3,000 up here.
It's $4,250 for one person, and the other guy charges like $5,100. And this is cash. Virginia. This is cash.
At least $8,000 in Virginia.
Between 7 and 8, yeah.
Wow.
It depends on what you're looking for out here. If you're just doing cranial, if you're just doing the thoracic cavity, so they'll break it down out this way. So it might be $3,500. So the hospital doesn't here.
But you know what that comes from. That comes from the departments of health putting it on the doctors to sign the death certificate because they were the last physician to see them. And I get that. I'm grateful for that decision because if you were the last one to see them, what were you seeing them for?
Right.
But just go from
Agnes.
Yes.
Cause of death, heart attack. That is not an official cause of death in Virginia.
Myocardial infarction.
Myocardial infarction. But I mean, cardiac arrest. I've seen a lot more cardiac arrest. If you don't know, you know the day heart stop, cardiac arrest.
But you can't in Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, you cannot put cardiac arrest as a cause of death
anymore. Yeah.
Virginia, the same way. Yeah. Medical examiner will not accept that for cremation.
Yeah.
What?
Cardiac arrest?
Cardiac arrest.
Oh, they haven't shut mine yet.
While we're talking about kind of like almost death certificates, have you ever had veterans who were actually maybe have died of cancer or died of something dealing with Agent Orange,
like black lung or something?
Right, who requested the doctor to change a death certificate so they can get their benefits. The doctor may have put pneumonia or something like that. So have you ever had situations? Is that legal for them to at least require?
They need to call in Maryland. They need to call the doctor, and the doctor can do an amendment. Can do a supplement.
Because that's important to some people who have that benefit as a veteran. They need to say,
but
whose TV is up?
Adrian at the WWE.
I saw a lot of that during COVID. When COVID was doing the reimbursement, everybody was like, "Well, she had pneumonia because of COVID."
Right.
Well,
we had to be on the death certificate.
She had a stroke because she had COVID first. Like it just okay. We don't have any control over that. You need to talk to your physician.
Right.
You
need to talk to your physician.
I've had liaison. They of course families think that you're the liaison between the physician and the family. So they're gonna say, they may ask the undertaker, can they call and get the death certificate changed and put this on?
Because if you was close to your physician as you make it seem like you were, then they would have known that this person was in contact with Agent Orange.
Right. Right. If they were going to the doctors like they supposed to.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's Miss Tracy from North Carolina.
Miss Tracy.
Yeah, Tracy.
And that's another thing. That's another thing, folks. If you don't go to the doctor, if you die at home and the medical examiner's office here in Philadelphia, they are overwhelmed. So there's a lot of cases that they just don't take. And they'll base whatever they might see, a medicine bottle in the house, and roll with that as the primary care doctor. When that medicine bottle could be something that was taken by that person 5 years ago, they ain't been to the doctor since. Medical examiner's office clears the case. Now I get the body, call this doctor, and that doctor says to me, I haven't seen him in 3 years. I need y'all to understand that this is just going to delay your death certificate, because now either I have to toss it back to the coroner's office, or then they can turn and now say, well, let me see what we can do to try to find something else, or then they'll sign it. But if they sign it, now that's going to be a pending death certificate.
Right.
So in cases where bodies are already embalmed, I'm sure some of you had to have it happen. And the doctor will not sign the body's embalmed, and so you come out to do an external investigation, and they still will pull blood. They still will get blood, from an embalmed body to get the cause of death. I'm just saying, have y'all ever had that? I'm sure y'all seen that happen.
Yeah, I don't see what the point is. Skin inspection.
I don't see what the point is.
You said what then? I didn't hear you.
What you say, Charmaine?
I said our medical examiners will do a scene inspection. That's it. And then they'll go back and investigate the medical records.
Yeah.
They won't draw tox.
They won't.
Well, we'll do it here. So what they've done here, after the embalmed body, they're asked for the embalming report to see what chemicals that you've used, and they'll put that with the report, so they can say, okay, well, this will have this reaction with this chemical, or if they overdosed, or if they did this or did that, then that's what they do here.
Is that better?
No,
well, there's just a lot of feedback with you, Adrian.
No, I'm saying, can y'all hear it now? Y'all hear anything now?
We hear the feedback.
Yeah.
Mike,
we hear all the feedback.
Agnes said.
Go ahead and read it, Charmaine.
That comes from the family talking too much, finding medicine to give it to the medical examiners. So I just had a guy. He was from another state, and he had medication from when he was in the other state. So when he got here, he passed in a home, and they just placed scene where he was. The people said that's where he lived, but the family disagreed. So the medical examiners, the police responded to the house, the paramedics responded to the house. Okay, he had cardiac issues. So what they did, they read the pills that he had, so that he was being treated for hypertension and also hypertension and diabetes. He was being and high cholesterol. So those were the 3 obvious medications that he had. Well, the family, not going to say in particular who, but the family did not agree with what they put. And the medical examiners decided to sign off on the death certificate because they realized the medication was from another state. So they assumed that he had maybe just moved here and was trying to get settled. So he didn't have a local doctor. Well, the family called me and asked me, could that other state doctor sign the death certificate?
Yeah.
From another state in Virginia? I mean, not Virginia, whatever state.
You cannot. A doctor that's in another state, unless they have a license in that state, they cannot sign that death certificate.
So I just had a case like this, probably I want to say maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, where the gentleman lived in New York, and he had a summer house in Virginia. He died at his house in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
The vital records had me print off a death certificate and send it to the doctor in New York.
And he signed it?
He signed it.
Does Virginia allow that out-of-state doctors to sign?
They might not anymore, but I sent it to New York. He signed it by direction of the VDH. And they sent it back. They sent it back and had me make the copies.
So I can see them conferring to get his medical background, but how did they allow him to put a signature from another state on a VA? That's crazy to me.
In the words of Bunk from the Wire. In the words of Bunk from the Wire,
there was no way around it unless he was going to be picked up by the medical examiner's office, because there was no local doctor that would sign off on it, because the medical examiner would not take it, because they was like, well, he is under care. He's just under care in New York.
That was lazy to me of the medical examiners. The medical examiners could have conferred with the doctor there in New York to get all the medical records and then input the data themselves in Virginia.
We still send them. Okay, that's new. I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah. So Ms. Sharon said, what state did he die in?
He died in Virginia, but he was under medical care in New York.
I can see that though.
I was going through it.
Of care, but not them actually signing a death certificate.
I was going through it with the family. The wife was going through it because at one point she went home and took the death certificate because they said, well, we didn't get it.
She took it to the doctor in New York?
She took it to the doctor in New York.
Oh, wow.
They said, y'all sign it while I'm here.
God, so this was before EDRS then?
No, this is during the time frame when you remember they gave us all that special paper?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So you had to print it off.
Okay.
And then they could sign it, and then you can come and make your copies.
Well, public service announcement to those who didn't know, probably everybody knows, July 1 certified death certificates in the state of Virginia are now $15. So,
$15.
Well, tell the people when we found out about it.
We found out on June 30th. No, yeah, people they've been talking about it, but yeah.
We found out about it on July 1st
at 12:01 a.m.
So how much were they before?
$12.
Oh, see, Pennsylvania is 20.
So y'all get this question doing arrangements. Well, how many death certificates y'all get if it would come with the package? Tell me.
Yeah. how many should I order? What's normal?
No. When you get, doesn't one come with the package?
Yeah, one come with the package.
Doesn't the funeral home get one? No, ma'am. No, sir.
No, we don't.
They're $20 each from the state of Pennsylvania.
So
if you're a vet,
let me say this for account.
If you're a vet, you get 10 free per calendar year.
Some of them really don't know though. They really don't know how many to get because 10 free.
10 free from we get 1 free, and you better have 5 discharges in blood to prove.
No, you get if you have a discharge in the state of Pennsylvania, you can get 10 free death certificates for the vet per calendar year. A DD 214.
Oh, because we didn't, you got to tell us when you said this.
Oh, yeah, the DD 214. The DD 214 has to be attached to the paperwork for me to submit to EDRS. And then the vet only is entitled to 10 free death certificates. It used to be 10 free. It used to be that the spouse of a veteran could get 10 free as well, but that's no more. It's just the veteran, and you have to have that DD 214. Without it, you cannot get those free ones.
Well, how can the veteran get death certificates if the veteran dead?
No, on the veteran.
No, the spouse can get if just say the spouse died before the husband. If she's the spouse of a vet and you have a copy of his DD 214, she got 10 free death certificates. But not anymore. It's just the vet.
I'm saying this for our people that are watching. Please start looking around for all of the legal things that you're doing, because most folks now, and unfortunately here in Baltimore, when you deal with Social Security, it depends who you get. When it comes to what documentations you need to give them. When you go to register wills, it depends who you sit with, if they take your death certificate or not. Some people will take a photocopy of your certified copy and put at the top certified. Now that Maryland death certificates are on regular size paper, they will take a photocopy. Some people at register wills here in Baltimore City will ask you to email over a copy of the certified death certificate. So it just depends what you have to finalize on who keeps what documentation. But in the meantime, if you were filing taxes for the individual, you still have to file taxes at the end of the year. Well, if the individual is still filing their own taxes, you still have to file that individual taxes at the end of the year. If there were child support claims pending, unpending, or the deceased was paying out or getting paid too, you have to get a death certificate for the child support matter. If the children, and here's where it gets to the other side of things before people die. There's an attorney that I follow in Georgia, and she says, please legitimate your children. Meaning in some states, and I'm a victim of said situation, and I'll be transparent with it. In some states, when you're not married, the child does not belong to neither parent. The child only belongs to the parent when you go to the courts and get certain types of custodian or legal guardianship of that child. So in the state of Maryland, let me tell you how this funky. My Sterling was conceived before we got married. So when we were getting a divorce, somebody told his father, hey, you can hold off on the child support because Sterling was born before y'all got married. So nobody has custody. So what the courts did here, you had to prove paternity. So they took a blood test or did the swabbing. They proved paternity. Right, to make sure that he was the father. In the meantime,
he got your nose, he got your eyes. You the father, it's you. You
right.
did it.
Right. But in the meantime, when we were going through our divorce, we still had to file for custody because the child didn't belong to neither one of us. Now, if we were married, that's another thing. And let me tell you where this pickle is. When I was pregnant with Brooklyn, and this happens in some states, definitely Maryland. When I was pregnant with Brooklyn, and when she was born, I had on my insurance paperwork that I was separated, not divorced, separated. In the state of Maryland, with a lot of things, they don't count separation as anything. You just separated. So my husband was legally considered her father because we were still legally married at the time that I had her, because he prolonged the divorce. Even though we were separated for 5 years. No, Sterling, yeah, we were separated for 5 years. Since we were not legally divorced in the state of Maryland, he's considered her father, but her legal father, not biological, her legal father, until otherwise proven by paternity tests.
Tell us all your business tonight. Tell us.
I'm trying to help somebody.
No, I'm following you. Yeah.
You have to go, in any case, if you're not married and you have children, you need to legalize the custody of your children. Because in some states, just because you as a mother carried that child for 7 to 9 months, it does not make that child yours legally. And then when that child get a certain age, you should become that child's power of attorney.
If you had it all,
because if something happens medically to that child, then the state can offer any of their suggestions on the medical care that your child receives. Just a little help for somebody. I'm just putting it out there. The crack
right in your nose, no charge, sir.
No charge.
When you add it all up, the real cost.
When you add it all up.
Look, Miss Agnes said that is true, and also in Virginia.
Okay, so let's go. I want to go back because my mother-in-law did ask a question and we missed it. So her question was at the beginning. She said, "Is it rightfully so that a funeral director cannot hold the door open for you at a church?" And then she stated here it was because basically as a liability. I've heard that funeral home staff is not allowed to hold the door for people coming in and out of a service, whether it's at a church or funeral home. Is that true?
I've never heard that.
She then said the question that I asked at the beginning was based on information from someone who works for a funeral home in Maryland. He said if funeral home staff holds the door open for anyone and they get hurt, they can be sued.
So
you get hurt going in and out the door. I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't know. I mean, I get this. Liability is the foundation of that. But
now,
I mean,
if it's
I tell you what happens here in Baltimore. We have churches with a lot of steps, so we had to stop asking people on the streets to help us get in church.
What's up, Crenshaw?
We have to call our colleagues and ask our colleagues to help us do in-states. Or ask the family to come and help in states, because a funeral home here a guy tried to sue a funeral home here for hurting himself. Mind y'all, and Bray Boy is a witness to this.
Bray Boy on tonight.
Yeah, they tried to sue the funeral home because they said they were hurt. Mind you, it was a roll-in. So it was a roll-in. So they really ain't even do nothing as far as lifting the casket. They were pushing the casket up the sidewalk. So we have to call our colleagues. So having liability to open a door, I'm not sure. I've never heard of that one. It will be a first for me. But picking up off the street,
anybody can sue you for anything. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. Somebody trip and fall in your parking lot, they're gonna sue you.
Right.
All the funeral home got money. I mean, it's just a lot of. Today, it's just I don't even know what to say about that.
Well, they ain't gonna sue you. They ain't gonna sue you, Mike, because your parking lot roped off.
You got that right.
Yeah, exactly.
You said
that's why insurance threatened to cancel us.
Somebody asked a question, Mike, in reference to Social Security benefits in reference to the funeral home. Is it the funeral directors?
Where's that at?
Somebody asked. Somebody actually texted to me.
Okay.
Responsibility to contact Social Security and schedule spousal appointments.
No.
If necessary. No.
It is what here's as far as our responsibility goes. Back in the day, there was a form called the SSA 721.
I remember
it was our responsibility as the funeral directors to fill that form out and submit it in to Social Security so that whatever was happening could be stopped. Now, in the state of Pennsylvania, Social Security is linked to the EDRS system, which means that when you input the data and you put the Social Security number into the EDRS system, it automatically goes straight to Social Security. So we no longer have to submit the 721 form. That is
only
the
extent. It passes. Only if it passes.
Only if it passes, correct.
If the social matches.
If the social matches and pass.
Right. We'll get a light that says it'll turn green and it lets us know that it passed. So if it doesn't, it will tell us if it's a failed date of birth, failed gender. It tells you what's wrong. But if it goes through, that is the extent of what we are obligated to do. let me make also clear to people. Everyone comes and believes that there's money that Social Security is going to pay for a funeral. Let me be the first one to tell you there is not.
Not in Virginia. I don't know
There
about
is
Pennsylvania,
not.
but not in Virginia.
There is a $255 stipend that can be given to a surviving spouse.
Ma'am, that's a reimbursement. Is the difference?
Right. It's a reimbursement. It is not money being paid to the funeral home.
Or a child that's a dependent. Yeah.
Or a dependent child. That is it. And you, the family, have to make that appointment to go into Social Security to handle that. It is not an automatic payment. It is not going to be sent to you automatically. You do need to make that appointment and see them for that $255.
Now in Baltimore City, that depends who you get, because them idiots still tell people that we need to fax over the paperwork. That's 721. Ma'am, I ain't done that in 40 years.
Now our local office will be like, hey, it didn't trigger in our system. Can you send over 721? And it's a few lines to fill out, and I'll fax it over. But very rarely do we do them now.
That's a good number to pay tonight. 721.
721 and 255.
We got about 3 minutes left.
Just so y'all know, there is no, people come in. Oh yeah, but Social Security is going to give us. No, ma'am, no, sir. There's nothing for Social Security to give.
So here, people try to come in and say Medicaid gonna pay, but Medicaid in Virginia don't pay for funerals.
No, well, Medicaid in Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken, it's like $750, but you have to be a participating funeral home. And many funeral homes are not participants because welfare wants your entire life, and it's not worth signing over when $755 is all you're getting. Yeah, we can't even do a cremation for that. So
now that too, it depends on what state you die in. Let me tell you about where you die in.
We got 3 minutes.
You don't qualify for certain benefits depending on where you die. Said individual, for the family that tried to tell me that the out of town doctor can sign a death certificate, the same lady says to me that she can get her Medicaid to pay the funeral bill. I said, well, you need to see if they will pay for it if he died here, regardless of where he's being buried. Because in the state of Maryland, for veterans, if you didn't die in the state of Maryland, it's going to be hard for you to get into the veteran cemetery. And our Medicaid social services is the same way. If you didn't die here, you don't get the benefits. And then some people that get social service benefits, they get too much money and don't even qualify for the $650 voucher.
So if you get shipped back home to Maryland, it's still hard to get into the veteran cemetery if you didn't.
Yeah, you got to prove that you lived here for a certain period of time. Yeah. Now, if you died on vacation, that's one thing. But
I understood.
Who's going out their way for $650 or $755? Like like you can't get anything done with that.
Well, they don't. One thing they don't understand that that's all it's going to give. They think that welfare is going to give up everything for and pay for a whole funeral.
But in Maryland, you cannot go over $2,500. You might qualify for that $650, but your services can't go over $2,500.
Right.
Well,
either way, you've been cremated.
You ain't getting cremated with me. My cremation is $3,000.
Oh. Welcome to William C. Brown Funeral Home prices. You got to see the rest of the price list.
A leg and a wing. Let me get a two piece.
So is that the final word? We got 60 seconds.
No,
we have
after hours tonight. Yeah, after hours tonight. So
we do.
Y'all doing after hours?
Yeah,
come on back for 30 more minutes, folks, and we'll
30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not doing after hours tonight. Y'all can do it.
15.
We haven't done after hours in a couple months.
Adrian's not here. We can't do it without Adrian.
He's on there. He in the show right now. Something.
Yeah.
Well, I thought we did for a little while. We haven't done it in like 2 months. We haven't done our after hours.
Right.
We didn't talk about everything we would have talked about in the after hours.
Yeah, exactly. So tell the people how they can get in the after hours. Tell the people how they can get in
there. Yeah, because I'm not. Y'all can do it. I'm gonna turn on leave it for y'all. I'm not doing the after hours.
So what we're gonna do is after hours starts at 9:15.
9:05.
9:05. See that's how long I've been. Let me shut up because I ain't been to after hours in probably about 3-4 months.
We ain't have it. That's why we need to have it.
Right.
Y'all can talk about it.
9:05 on YouTube.
We just gonna stay. We might as well just stay here.
Just stay.
I don't know because he be.
Hey, we gotta talk about this convention and what we going to. Are we doing
How
this
about
all
we do
white
that on
party and
after
everything?
hours?
Yeah.
What we doing?
Be doing that on after hours. Give us 5 minutes, y'all. We be back on YouTube.
All right, y'all tune in tonight. We'll see y'all after hours. Peace.
On YouTube only.
YouTube only. Go subscribe. Get on it. YouTube.
It is no holds bar. It is no rules for after hours.
Yeah. Language.
And everything.
Yeah, that's why Adrian got to be there. See ya.